Hello, it's Joe with Valley Marine in Union Gap, Washington. I know it's been a while since we shot a video, but with the times, we haven't really had a lot of inventory to do so, so it's kind of an anomaly that we have this boat here today. This is actually a 2021 Lund 2075 Pro V Bass XS. This is a boat that was a custom order from a customer. For whatever reason, wasn't able to take it at the last minute, which is why we have it today and why it is completely rigged with electronics. So this boat's fully loaded and ready to fish today. The 2075 Bass Pro V XS, great platform. It's going to be a low profile boat, get you really close to the water. This boat is the gunmetal gray. It has the custom trailer underneath it with the diamond plate fenders, the custom wheels. You also get the spare tire and you get some side guides back here. That's all pretty good stuff, and you pair that with the powder coating that's on here, it's just going to be a really durable trailer. If you look back here, like I said before, it does have all the electronics on here. We have two 10-foot talons on the back of here. We got one on either side of the motor, port and starboard, and the motor is actually a Mercury Pro V XS. That's a 250 horsepower. So we'll take a closer look on the inside of the boat once we get there, but I'm just going to kind of walk forward and show you some of the options that we put on here. Of course, as we do on most of our boats, we got the raised Lund emblem over here. It just adds a nice little finishing touch. We went with the gunmetal gray. It's been a real popular boat for us. The colors really well. And then this boat also has a couple of extra pedestal seats, so whether you want to be on the bottom seat in the stern or you want to be on a full seat up in the bow, those two are interchangeable. You can move those just about anywhere you want. And once we get inside the boat, we'll take a closer look at that. Up here at the dashboard, we have one of three Garmin displays that are on the boat. We've got the 12-inch Garmin here, Fish Finder GPS. It's got the internal mapping on it, so really nice system as far as the bow mount, the Helm mounted Fish Finder GPS. Moving towards the front, on this boat here, you're going to see that there's tons of room in front of the consoles here. This is going to give you a really nice platform in order to get up, move around, be able to do some fishing, casting, throwing the jigs, whatever you want there. One of the other options that are on this one is that we did have the cushions added to the bow. So if you're going to be up there for quite a few hours, it's going to be really comfortable underneath your feet. So you're not going to have to worry about getting tired of being on your feet the whole time. And again, if you do, you got a couple of seats inside the boat. Up front's where most of the action's happening. We've got a custom mount here. This is going to be a Garmin mount that allows us to put two 10-inch displays up here. The reason that we have two 10-inch displays is because not only do we have the Garmin Force motor, but we also have the Panoptix transducer on here. So these two displays up front, one you could be doing a regular transducer, the second one could be running those Panoptix, so you're going to actually be able to see exactly where the fish are. So here we are in the 2021 Lund 2075 Pro V Bass XS. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take a look at this transom. Lund decided that they were only going to go with the Pro V Bass XS and not just the Pro V Bass. And one of the main reasons was you have these two jump seats here. So you got one on the port and one on the starboard side. And so it actually gives you the opportunity to put four people inside the cockpit really comfortably. Like I mentioned when we were looking at the boat from the outside, you've got this bottom seat here. There's two different pedestals for this. We could put it over here on the port side. You can also put it over here on the starboard side. I'm going to kind of get out of the way and show you some of the other features back here. The biggest one and the nicest one is going to be the live well. You got this huge oversized live well down here, and it does have a divider inside there in case you needed it. You've also got this little area here, and this is for a removable ski pylon. Ski pylon does come with this boat. We did order it with that option, and it's actually tucked away in one of the compartments on the port side. It's so far up and out of the way that you don't even know it's there until you need it. And like we talked about before, we've got a 250 Mercury Pro XS motor. This boat will absolutely get up and move across the water. It's also got the hydraulic steering system, which you can see here in the front, and again, the two 10-foot Minn Kota talons over here on either side. They've got wireless remote controls inside there as well too. One thing that I like about this back area is it does have a step, which also could have a couple cup holders for getting in and out of the cockpit. Now let's take a look at the helms. So here we are at the helm of the 2075 Pro V Bass XS, and there's some features up here that I do want to show you. First, you've got your Rockford Fosgate stereo system inside here. You've also got a SmartCraft gauge that was optional. We ordered that on this boat. That's going to give you a trolling function off of your main motor, and it's also going to give you diagnostic information off of the motor as well too. On this boat, it does have the tilt helm here, and again, we've got our 12-inch screen across here with the Garmin. So you're going to have the fish finder GPS unit. This unit is hooked into the other two units. There is a box inside, so all of these pieces of equipment do talk to each other. And you've also got a seat that swivels, and it's also got a slider underneath me here, and it's the Pro Ride seat, so it's going to be real comfortable for you for a long day out on the water. If you look towards the center here, you've got an area that steps up onto the casting platform in the front. Pop the lid right here, and you've actually got a cooler down in here, so that's kind of a nice. We do have the removable port console. This actually has just a couple of little screws, really simple to take out. You can remove that and really open up the boat by not having that there. But when you do have it in the position, you got two cup holders and a lockable glove compartment. The thing I like about the glove compartment is that thing's really deep. I could fit my whole hand inside here, so you could get a lot of extra stuff. That's the one thing that this boat doesn't lack, is storage. Let's take a look at the bow. The 2075 Pro V Bass XS, and again, one of the things and one of the features on this boat is storage. It's absolutely everywhere. You have these gas assist shock storages on the port and starboard sides, which are really nice. Get a lot of stuff inside there, really deep. Back here, just in front of the console, you do have a second live well, so that's another storage compartment for you as well. And then there's two other storage compartments up here in the front, and all the way up at the bow of the boat, we've got the Garmin Force motor, and we've got the two 10-inch displays. You've got your foot control right here, so really a lot of function and a lot of control up in the bow of the boat. Again, we're looking at the 2021 Lund Pro V Bass XS. Thanks.